Hi everyone, Tori here with another Project Life process video. This one is called One Happy Day, which is a little bit me being sarcastic, but also one of the days was happy. So I'm showing you the photos I'm using. I'm using this collage of our deck table broken, which I'll tell you more about that after. I'm using a photo of my brother and my dad at lunch. I'm using a photo collage of my friend and I at the Bata Shoe Museum, and also a photo collage of me scrapbooking, doing my devotions, and having tea and watching process videos. So I'll tell you a little bit more about all of these photos as we go along. A couple things I wanted to say before I start. I'm going to be using my Photo Fuse tool here, and I just purchased today, or the day that I made this video, the We Are Memory Keepers glass, what do you call that? Well, I don't know. Glass tabletop thingy. And I'm using that because the pink mat that I normally use does not work with my Photo Fuse. It melts it. So I needed something that would be heat resistant to use for the Photo Fuse, which I wanted to use. And also I sort of like it. So it's brand new, it's glass. It's I got it at Michael's for 30% off because I had a coupon. And it's glass and it has the measurements on the side and everything, so it works perfectly. So I started by laying my photos out where I wanted. Now you're noticing that there's cards already in the page, and that's because those cards are the backs of the cards from the last layout that I did, and I will be using some of them, although some of them I'll be covering up. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm making this bottom right hand section, and I have this photo that I wanted to put on the layout, but I also had a lot of journaling that I wanted to put with it, and I thought it would be fun to use one of these waterfall page protector. I don't know what you call them. They're from We Are Memory Keepers. They're like a waterfall photo sleeves. That's what they're called. And I'm using the 4x6 one. And what it is it's like a photo sleeve that you can attach to your layout using your Photo Fuse tool. So first I started by adding my journaling to this card that came in my kit this month. It says notes from today. And I'm just adding my journaling about this photo. So what happened was my family all went away to a cottage for vacation. Unfortunately, I had to work. So everybody went away for a week and I stayed home. And I had to walk the dog and take care of everything. And one day I was just sitting in the living room, I think watching process videos, when I heard this huge crash. And I was like, what was that? So I went outside and our deck table had completely crashed. Like, I don't know what happened. It shattered. Like, and not only did it shattered into a million bajillion tiny million quadrillion bajillion, I don't know, the biggest word you can think of, pieces. And not like big pieces, but little tiny shreds and cubes of glass everywhere. And it wasn't windy or anything. I think there maybe the umbrella had hit it and it had just shattered, and it was crazy. So I have these two photos, one that's a bigger photo and then one that's zoomed in so you can see all the little tiny pieces. And I wanted to put that on the layout, but I also knew that I wanted to add a lot of journaling about how it was like not my fault and what happened and how it took me hours to clean it up. And the worst part is that our deck is above our carport. So we have a carport and then there's a deck above it. And so all these little tiny pieces of glass not only were like all over the deck, they also fell through all the cracks in the deck and fell down to the carport, which meant that not only did I spend hours cleaning up all the glass on the deck, I also had to go down to the carport and clean up hours of little tiny pieces of glass everywhere in the carport. So it was just one of those moments that was not very happy. So I knew that I wanted to use that, and I knew that I wanted to add lots of journaling, so I thought it'd be fun to do this like pocket. So first thing, I did the journaling and stuck that notes from today card in. Then I'm going to use the word not on just some pattern paper. And that's what I'm doing now, and I'm just adding that, and I'm going to add a banner tail to either side and stick that on the card. And then on the other side of that photo will be a card that says one happy day. And then I thought it would be sort of ironic. Then on one side it says one happy day, and then on the inside it's like not. Because the truth is that all the other photos on this layout are a happy day, are happy things that I got to do in July and August. But the table crashing into a million bajillion pieces was not a happy day. So I thought it was ironic. So like one happy day, not. So I'm going to start by just sticking down everything and sticking it into the pocket. And then one thing I wanted to just remind you, if you're using these waterfall page things, that your photo on the inside needs to be upside down so that when it lifts up, it's the right side up. So that's just something to remember. So I stuck that in there, then I lined it up where I wanted it. I just added a little piece of washi tape to just hold it there while I fused it. Then I grabbed my ruler so that I could make sure the line was straight, and I'm using my photo fuse here, which has already been heating up for about 15-20 minutes, and I just put one straight line all the way along it. And I put it on the same line that was already on the page protector, so it doesn't look messy or anything. And there it's there. The page works perfectly. You can lift it up and down just like that. And I love it. It's like a fun little extra thing on my page. Now there was a lot of extra material left over, so I just used my scissors and trimmed that off, which is fine because it's really adhered on. And that's done. And then I'm going to work on all the other slots in this spread. I also have that one see-through pocket, which is from the last spread, where I have a sequin button mixture pocket that I had used my Photo Fuse tool for. Let's just say I love this tool, and I am going to be making lots of fun things with it, so hopefully you don't get tired of me saying that. So a little bit more about the other photos on the layout, because I did tell you about our picnic table, which shattered. The top photo in the top left hand corner is a photo collage of me at the Bata Shoe Museum with a friend. Now in Toronto they have a shoe museum, which is amazing. Okay, just the fact that there is a shoe museum alone should be something to talk about. And I have always wanted to go, but I could never find anybody to go with me. Like, I need to get new friends or something, because everybody I asked was like, that sounds stupid. And I was like, are you kidding? It's a museum about shoes. Like, this needs to happen. So, finally, I convinced some friends to go with me. So I think there were about 5 of us. We went down to the Bata Shoe Museum downtown Toronto and visited. It's not a huge museum, but it's really cute. And there's all these different shoes from like all over the world, throughout history. Like, you can see really old shoes, and they also have sections on like famous people's shoes. And like, they had these shoes for like Shaq that were huge. They were like bigger than my entire head. They were so big. Shaq has big shoes. And they had really cool, like, fashionable Victorian shoes. Anyways, if you really don't like shoes, then you're probably like, that sounds stupid. But let me just tell you, it was cool. I don't think I would go often, but like, I would go again. I feel like it's something that like you should definitely go see one time. And we weren't even there for a long time, but it was fun. So that's what the top photo is of. The bottom left-hand photo that I'm working on now is just a photo of my dad and brother at lunch one day after church. Typically, we go to lunch after church every Sunday because my dad has just preached and he's tired and he's hungry. And also we have my grandma with me who lives in a retirement home. We always go and pick her up on Sundays, and then we go out for lunch. And she just likes going out. I mean, she doesn't get out very often, so it's nice to take her. And so I like to just snap photos of them talking. I just feel like it shows our life. And then the top right-hand photo is another photo collage. The big one is a photo of me sitting at the kitchen table scrapbooking. And then there's one photo of me doing my Bible study, and a photo of me just sitting with tea and my computer watching process videos on YouTube. And those are just photos that I snapped while my family was away at the cottage. I was sort of sad that I couldn't go with them because I had to work, but I just really enjoyed being by myself, and I actually really enjoyed having the house all to myself, so it worked out really well. I'm just gonna add some more journaling to this page. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to ask, I changed which headphones I've been using to do these voiceovers, and I'm wondering if the audio is not that good. So if you can just leave me a comment, let me know if it's loud enough, if it's too loud, or if it's just right, or if you would like it a little louder, that would be really great because I can adjust that. I just need to know what you guys think. So just leave me a comment letting me know what you think. If there's anything you want to change, please tell me because I would hate for you to be sitting there thinking, oh, I hate how she does blue-de-doo. I don't know what blue-de-doo is, but if I did something that really bothered you, let me know and I can change it, or try to, or decide that I don't want you to subscribe to my channel anymore. I'm just teasing. Okay, so the layout's pretty much there. Now I just wanted to add some extra little embellishments and stickers and things to the page. I added some of these puffy stickers. I added one above my dad and my brother talking that said totally loves this. I also grabbed a little arrow that said fun and put it on I like pretty things, which I thought fit with the picture of me scrapbooking. I grabbed some other fun puffy stickers as well in reds because I thought those would work well. On the top card I put we are here circle because I thought that fit with the Batham Shoe Museum page. I grabbed an epoxy sticker that said fave and added it to the top collage. I really like adding embellishments on the part where the collage joins together. Like I just feel like it brings everything together really well. Added a label to the Batham Shoe Museum, which I'm going to add some of my journaling to just because I didn't want to do a ton of journaling, but I just wanted to write about how I've always wanted to be there. And finally I got some people to go with me and how it was great. And while I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, I wish there was a way that I could add a tab to this One Happy Day card at the bottom so that people would know as they were flipping through the album that that was something that they should flip up and look at, like look underneath, because there's a story there. So I was thinking about that, and then I realized that this month I got some paperclip tabs, I think in the Project Life kit from Carolina Moon at Studio Calico, and I thought that would be perfect. So I grabbed these. They're sort of, I don't know what they're made of. They're not like plastic, they're like pleather, like fake leather maybe, I don't know. And it's sort of like a bronzy silver, not silver, more of a copper bronze color. And I just stapled that on there. So now there's like a little tab that you can hold on to as you flip up and down that card. And that's fun. And then I'm looking at the layout thinking, is there anything else I want to add? And I thought, I feel like that bottom card of my brother and dad just needs a little bit more. So I was trying to figure out what to add, and so then I just went through my stash to find out what I could find, and I found some silver puffy hearts from Studio Calico, and also a emojicon little circle with a dude sticking at his tongue, and stick that on the card too. And other than that, the layout is pretty much done. I'll hold up all the cards so you can see them. I just want to say thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I love you all so much, and I hope you've entered my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'll link up for you below if you haven't. So go check it out. You have till the end of the month to do that. I hope you all have a lovely day, and bye!